Yep, that's what you get in this fabulous venue and in this wonderful tournament. Throw the top players into the melting pot and you end up getting matches like this. Best players in the world, without a shadow of a doubt, and they can throw up some surprises, some shocks and some wonderful snooker. What a pot.
A trademark Jhon Higgins mannerism there, the sort of lick of the lips when he pots a shot like that and senses an opportunity. How he would love to get on that red to the right of the black. Clear that black to both corner pockets. That's 3 or 4 shots ahead, I think. May go into the bunch before then, but that'll be in the back of his mind, that red. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
3.
I say that he's just not on the top red of these two, the left-hand side one. If he's going to play the other one, does he have to play a cannon, or maybe he can just squeeze through? It's tight.
Four.
He just played it with just the slightest trace of right-hand side there.
Boy, you've got to be tough to play this game, haven't you? He's absolutely sat in his chair and he's been
11.
unable to do anything about it for the last 4 frames. And what an opening pot
12.
he's come out with there.
Yeah, that's probably why he feels and looks actually okay, composed, because he knows he hasn't had a chance in the last 2 frames. He's done nothing wrong. And so he's had no scars from the last 2 frames. He's got a clear enough mind out there at the moment. And how many times has he done this in his career? Deciding frame, potted a long ball, and made a frame-winning break.
20.
Yeah, his turn to look on. We can do. I hope he's going to get back to the table at some point.
Yeah, he got in first in the deciding frame against Judd Trump in the UK Championship. Just wasn't able to score enough points. And then Judd pinched it.
27.
We're hoping that doesn't happen again.
There's
a red below the pink. I'm sure goes to left corner pocket.
$35. Jhon Higgins, 35.
Thought it was worth the risk. And if you hit the top bump, unfortunately, you tend to stick them up.
You know, Is this going to be a carbon copy of that decider against Judd in the UK?
One.
Match time just sneaks past the 3 hours, but well, as I mentioned earlier, we didn't think it was going to get anywhere near that. But the turnaround has been remarkable. Neil just needs that to run a touch, and it has.
5. Six.
There's a red in the middle of
13.
the 5. It is available to left corner. This is going to bring everything into the open.
14.
Okay, could have done a slightly better cue ball. Closer to the cushion he would have liked, and looks pretty straight on the black.
Yeah, first glance you think he might have to just pot the black and try and pot the red in the middle. Not easy. Doesn't look like he's got much. Mind you, he had a shot similar to this earlier on and he forced an angle out of it. Looks like he's going to do the same again. Mm.
21.
What's he on? Has he got the gap? If he's got the gap for the one in the middle, that'll be a result. And he has, you know. Yep. Far from easy, but it's on.
Didn't try to do too much with the cue ball. As you see there, wasn't the easiest of pots. Didn't try to get low in the black. Just made sure of it. Again, this is not ideal in this red
29.
to right corner.
Not absolutely in control of the cue ball here either. So.
$35. $36.
Yeah, looks for all money like those two reds near the side cushion, one below the middle pocket, one above it, are going to be the key balls. No reason why these next two reds won't be dispatched, but it's the last two that are going to be the interesting ones.
Yeah, I'm thinking if he gets in the right angle in the red that's next to the pink spot, he could take that red off and leave himself on the
44.
pink. can't really get that angle from where he is now. He'd like to be putting the red into the left corner. So he's taking the cue ball across towards that red, just below the left middle pocket.
Well,
50.
one thing you can say is the red, well, both of them indeed, are okay for doubles, if that's all you can do with them. All to be revealed.
$51.
So there's an angle to try and move the first one. Very important cannon this is.
$57.
Hit that harder than I thought he was going to, because if he'd made contact with the red, would he have been on it?
Yeah, the other thing as well is if you do miss the cannon and you're not as hard, you might have the double on the other one. But where he's finished now, neither of those shots is available.
Robertson, 57.
But an excellent 57 break in reply to Jhon's 35. Yeah, I mean, I know he's been potting everything, but he wasn't going to go with that one. Surely John's not thinking of a cross double. Yeah, the trouble with that is it's taking the red or the cue ball towards the other red, so I don't think that shot's on. And the last thing Neil will want to do is to move that red that's below the middle pocket, that one near the side cushion. You won't want to touch that at all. Got a 22-point lead. Doesn't really want to remove that off the cushion because you leave yourself open to a clearance. Trouble is, what can you do with the one he can only half see? Yeah, looks like he's forced her into it. About as good as he could do. Tell you what, Stephen, as well, I hope it doesn't come down to a black ball fight. Look where that is. That would be nasty. Yeah, very good pace there. That was all about making sure the object ball was safe. If we got a good cue ball, fair enough. But it was imperative to get that red safe. So played that well.
Neil Robertson 4.
It's a 4 points, but where Neil has to put the cue ball, can he avoid the cannon on either the red that's on the top cushion or the black on the other side if he takes this red as a pot? That's what he's looking at. I think he's decided that he might not get the cannon if he plays it from the yellow spot. Didn't in fact play the pot at all because of that.
John's got the same problem. If he takes this red on, where's the cue ball? It's going to be going close to the black. Don't want to miss the red and cannon the black, leave the cue ball down there.
Needs that to slow up. It's not safe. Chance for Neil Robertson. And right behind that, as you can see there, this is definitely available. Good news is it's on. Bad news is you can't drop in on the back. So we've got to play it with a bit of pace.
One.
Yeah, it wasn't absolutely straightforward for position, that. Wow. And this is a bit of cueing if he takes the pink on. Some pressure on this.
Yeah, straight down to it. Didn't hesitate. Fully committed. And 5-1 down. Well, I was going to say, has he got match ball?
Yeah, he concentrated so much on that pot that was difficult. He left himself a little tricky. Oh, but it's there. And what an unbelievable turnaround. I mean, things in snooker never cease to amaze, and this is another one. I couldn't have backed him in bottle washers at 5-1 down. How he's turned this match around is beyond anyone's comprehension. Turned into the real Neil Robertson. And this has been a stunning performance against someone who's done very little wrong. I certainly feel sorry for Jhon Higgins. He's played really well and played his part in this match. Make no mistake. But Neil Robertson's turnaround in form has been sensational.
14.
Wasn't even in the tournament a few days ago. He is now. An incredible turnaround in this match. His cueing, his potting, his break building, everything. I mean, he's
17.
knocking everything in. And if this is what the Masters in 2025 is going to be like, you're in for a treat, people, because what a match we started with. An absolute humdinger. Brilliant, absolute brilliant display from both players. Shake hands, and Neil Robertson, well, standing ovation from this crowd, and why not? One of the best comebacks you'll ever see. How has he done that? The Aussie wins by 6 frames.